through, okay? So if you haven't read the macronutrient guide, that's basically all you need to know about nutrition to help someone lose weight or gain muscle. Okay, so just if you can learn basically the main points through that, but I'll be telling you the main points as we go through as well, just so you can have that sort of reminder. Okay.
Cool.
So this is like an example consultation. So if you imagine in your case, you would probably like obviously doing it in person. So you would invite the person into your office space. Mm-hmm. And then basically click on the calculator here. So you'll have your own like login to your own portal, but you click on the calculator, and then that takes you to like the macro calculator, which is this page here. And all you do then is obviously you've got an in-body machine as well, I think, don't you? Yeah. So you'll have like the weights and everything. So then you just fill out this questionnaire while you're talking with the person. Okay. So for example, like how old are you?
30.
Okay, 30, perfect. What's your current weight?
94 kgs.
94 kgs, okay. So one thing, so if we go here now, 94 kgs, and we click female, then as you can see, so this starts flashing red. So this is just like a bit of advice. If a person's over sort of the desired weight by a certain amount, it's best to put in their actual desired weight rather than the weight they weigh. Okay. So are you looking to lose weight? Do you have an ideal weight in mind?
Like 82.
82. Probably. Okay. So let's get this down. So then you would just put that weight in, and then to 80. I think 80 is the limit, so it's way off. So 79. Just because the way the calculator works, it takes the weight of yourself and it uses that number to calculate protein. Okay, so that's why. So it's just better to have a lower number. So we put 82 in, and then what's your height?
166.
166, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna actually put this a little bit lower. I think we can get a bit lower. So we'll go about 75. Okay, so yeah. Because just like I said, that's good. That's going to give you the correct amount of protein for your structure. Okay.
Okay.
Meal type. Do you have any sort of preference, like ketogenic, vegan, vegetarian, things like that?
No.
No. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Meal. So when we reach the meals per day, this is when I'd actually ask the person what they do daily. So I would just ask them to explain as much detail as they can. What time they wake up, what they're eating, where they go, etc. And then I write that down on a piece of paper like this, and then I'll tell you what I do next. So if you just tell me now what time you wake up, what you do, what you're eating, what you're drinking, and then we'll take it from there.
So usually I wake up at 5:30.
Okay. Yeah.
Gym at 6.
Okay.
It's Monday to Friday. I'll get home at 7. And usually have like scrambled eggs on toast.
Okay. So how many eggs?
Like 4.
Okay, 4
eggs.
And
2 toasts.
And 2 toasts.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you drink anything in the first part of the morning?
Oh, just water usually.
Just water. Okay. You're quite good with water intake normally? You drinking enough, do you think?
Probably not. Definitely not. Yeah.
No problem. This actually calculates like the minimum water intake for the person as well. So I'll show you that later. That's fine. All right. So we got 4 eggs on toast, and then after that, what are you up to?
I start work at 9, but I drop the kids off, so I leave at 8.
So when you say gym, this is your actual training hour. It's not your work. You're not teaching.
No. I try like actually training.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so
I don't work in the gym. I have a like full-time job.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd be helping Brian with this as.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. Right then. So, do you take any protein shakes, any fruit after your training session?
No.
Okay, cool. So I'll go back to that later and I'll explain to you maybe some pointers there. So, okay, so no shake, no fruit. Okay, perfect. And at 9, you go into work. What do you work at?
What would you call it over there? Like, kindergarten or childcare?
Okay, so yeah, like okay, like a school teacher almost.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, almost.
No, I mean like in here like like
Yeah,
young
yeah, yeah.
young.
You, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean that to be like.
No, don't worry. I don't get offended very easily.
Apologies. You got me, Sky. You got me. Wait, wait, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hola, Sandy. ¿Qué tal? Dime. No, ya sí, pero estoy en el reunion. Puede vente si quiere. Sí, sí, todavía estoy. Estoy hablando con un son de New Zealand. Si puede venir porque el gimnasio va a abrir a las 10 horas. Sí, sí, claro, por eso, vente cuando quiera. Vale. Oye, gracias. Venga, chao. Chao. Sorry. Right. So you're a school teacher, apologies. And then so how long does that usually go on for? Like what's the hours?
I work till 3,
Oh, it's
so
nice.
9 to 3. Pretty
Okay,
standard.
perfect. And what are you eating for lunch? You snacking in the day? What are you up to?
At the moment, I'm snacking a lot.
Okay.
Not good stuff. We have
Oh, I can
a
imagine it in school. I
yeah, we
remember.
have a cook at work,
You
and
you
she's a
have
feeder. She's a
you
bit
have
of a
to,
feeder, so
yeah.
it's not
The
no good.
biscuit tins out a lot in the
Yeah,
schools, isn't it?
definitely. But usually, I almost don't eat.
Okay.
Um,
So maybe you
yeah.
need lunchtime. Would you normally eat in the school cafeteria, or would you try and take something in? What's your normal sort of?
Um, Probably before it started getting cold, I'd take stuff in.
Okay,
But lately I haven't been.
okay. And then so at the moment, you're eating in the canteen. What kind of stuff is there?
Um, lots of biscuits at the moment. But
Ah, so you
like,
don't not actually eating like so obviously there's a canteen in the school, right? Where the kids eat. You don't have food like that. You don't.
oh, it's not like an everyday thing. They're like
Right.
set times. Like yeah, lunches.
Okay, so I
And
think you're gonna need some sort of like a meal put in there
yeah,
for you, right?
definitely, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And then after that, so at 3 o'clock, come home. And what do you do then?
I'd probably eat then.
Okay,
Uh, Probably like a sandwich or
okay,
not a sandwich, 2 sandwiches probably, and then
okay,
I'd make dinner, which
okay.
what so I'd eat like probably between 3 and 4, and then I'd eat again at about 7 probably.
7. That's your tea. That's your tea. Then that's your last meal a day, is it?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, cool. And what do you normally go for tea time? What are you normally making? What's like a typical meal for you?
Um, Probably like rice and chicken's a big thing in our house. The kids like it, so usually I'll
Nice.
cook some sort of rice and chicken.
Okay, cool. Another
Um,
sort of example.
uh, l- like Thai chicken curry
Okay, so
or
also like recipe sort of stuff. Okay, good.
mm,
I drink it, awesome. And then do you eat anything before bed? Snacking again? Any sort of sweets,
no,
chocolate?
like the random chocolate, but not really.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So okay, so in your case, okay, so this plant like you don't have much of a you're obviously training in the morning, you have your breakfast routine, but apart from that, then it's quite like you're not eating in school. So you probably need to, like I said, add in some sort of bit more structure to it, so
Yeah.
it's easy to follow. Okay. So what I go back into the training in the morning. So if you're going training in the morning,
Mm.
it's always um, recommended. So I live in Spain, so sometimes my English is a bit like slow. Like I don't
That's
speak English much here,
okay.
so that's why that's why I'm struggling to get the words out sometimes. So yeah, in the morning, if you imagine if someone comes to you and they're training in the mornings, it's always better if you offer them a protein shake and some fruit just after session, because with the time it takes you to digest the foods. For example, you're eating 4 eggs and toast, so your body's not actually going to get those nutrients for 4 or 5 hours, okay? Because of the time it takes to digest it. So obviously you're doing the hard bit, which is the training. It was always good to get a shake and some fruit straight after the session, okay? Because that also has an effect on your hormones as well.
Okay.
So after you're trained, you're going to have like a spike in cortisol, which is good. But if that cortisol remains high for too long, then it's bad. Okay, so the fruit and the sugar helps bring that down, and it also helps the protein get absorbed by the body as well. So that's why it's important to have the two things together. Okay.
May I ask?
Yeah.
Is like, does it, like, I'm not a big fruit fan. Is there anything else I could have instead?
Yes, you can have some like rice cakes. Do you like rice cakes? It's a fast digesting carb. But again, like when you say you're not a fruit fan, you don't like, what don't you like about it? Like texture, types of fruit, or you just don't like the taste?
I don't like the taste or the texture, but I'd eat, like, I'll eat it if I have to eat it.
No, I mean that's another thing. No, so you gotta try and be like understanding of the person. Like you don't want to be giving them a diet and then like, wow, don't like it. You know, it's gotta be comfortable. So obviously, fruit's a big thing. You know, you should be eating it just for like, excuse me. I mean, if you can start introducing it, it's obviously recommended. So if not, you can maybe like, what do you call it? Like in blender, you could put
Oh
like
yeah.
banana in the blender and with the shake, and then have that prepped ready for you, or some blueberries or some strawberries, things like that.
Perfect.
That's a good option. Is that something you could do?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll go for that then. So a banana is always probably the easiest one to get blended up. So maybe a banana and the whey shake after training. Then you can go home, the 4 eggs on toast. So I would probably, now because you've had some food, you're probably gonna maybe make that portion a little bit smaller. So we'll go for maybe 2 eggs and 1 white and 1 toast, and see how that is. Obviously, if you feel hungry and we need to up it again, we can look at it like in a week's time. Okay, or you just tell me, James, I'm starving after training. I need this.
No.
Okay.
Not really. I do it out of routine more than anything.
Okay, cool. 2 eggs and a toast. Then, so snacking in school. So I would suggest to have some healthier snacks on hand. So that can be some nuts, dark chocolate, with maybe like a protein yogurt, which they do out. I'm sure they do out in New Zealand, like an a la cork yogurt, something like that. Have you tried those before?
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, yeah, awesome. So I would just have that in like reserve in the school, but then I'm not going to say don't eat. Like if there's a biscuit available, I mean, we've got to live a little bit as well. So I'll tell you how to sort of play with that in a bit.
Okay.
But for now, try and take that protein yogurt in with some nuts and dark chocolate. Then in school time, I would even, well, I think that would probably be, if you're not eating in school now, then I think that nuts and dark chocolate could be enough in school time. But then obviously, if you are eating, like you need to tell me in maybe a few days, or I'm starting to eat in school now, then we need to put some sort of meal options for when you're in school. Does that make sense?
Yep. Good.
Okay, awesome. The sandwich we're gonna keep. So the sandwich is the same after school, and then the evening meal is gonna be the same as well. Okay, so I'm gonna count up now. So actually what we've got, so we've got 1 shake, then we've got breakfast, that's 1 meal, then we've got a snack at school for 2 meals, then we've got a sandwich after school, 3, and we've got 4. So 4 meals and a shake, okay? Perfect. Activity level outside of the gym. Are you moving around a lot? You sitting down?
Not in the colder, other than the gym,
Okay.
nothing because it's too cold. Yeah.
Is it cold? Well, how cold are you talking?
No, not probably not your cold.
Ah,
It's cold for here.
right, yeah. No, but I live in the Canary Islands, so we're like sun 365.
Oh, really? Oh, well then
Yeah. So
probably can't be.
I'd forgotten what the cold is.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, when I'm back in Wales, forget it.
oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, not as bad as Wales.
Uh, and how many times are you training per week?
Um, like 4 at the moment.
4, perfect. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I'm just filling this in as I go. So
Yeah.
that's the activity level. You're quite sedentary. Like nearly everyone's going to be the same. Okay, so everyone's going to be in an office job more or less. So they're going to be inactive or sedentary. Okay,
Mhm.
and then gym visits. You select how many days of training. And then here we have the goal. Okay, so like I said, 9 out of 10 people are going to be doing a diet to lose weight. Okay, so you just choose fat loss level 1, 2, or 3. Generally, I would start them off on 3, just because you want them to get some quick results for the first 2 weeks, and then
Sweet.
if they start feeling they can't stick to it, then we can just up the calories manually after. Okay.
Okay.
So all that's doing, as you can see here, you've got the calories total. So that was what you're burning like normally. And then
Yeah.
depending on the goal we choose, it depends how big that deficit's going to be. So we've got a 400 calorie deficit, which should
Mhm.
lead to about a half a kilo weight loss per week.
Okay.
Okay, that's a weight loss, so that's fat loss. Okay, so
Yeah.
obviously you may lose a bit more weight or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's
Cool.
the objective. Okay, and then we've got your actual calories. So what the person needs to understand from this perspective now is that it's the total calories that's going to make you obviously lose fat. Okay,
Yeah.
and the most important thing to know about this is the protein. Okay, so this is like non-negotiable. We have to hit the protein per day, because
Okay.
otherwise the body's going to start looking for the muscle to burn for energy, and that's what we don't want. So if we have muscle, or the muscle we're maintaining, then your metabolism is going to be maintained as well. Okay, so we don't want the body to be looking at burning muscle instead of the fat.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then
100%.
okay, cool. So then obviously like the big thing, I can eat carbs at night, etc. Yeah, that's all fine. It's like having the way I like to explain it is like having petrol in your car. Okay, so these calories like petrol in your car. Doesn't matter what time of day you start your car up and use it. It's it's the whole, it's a 24-hour period that's going to make the difference. If you end up eating more than this in that 24-hour period, then yeah, you're going to gain weight. If you stick to this, then you're going to lose weight. It's that simple. Okay. So from here, then we're just going to generate the plan. So this will just generate the information from here, and then all we do is basically put in what the person said. So in your case now, I'm gonna plug in like the eggs and toast, the chicken and rice for the night, the yogurts, and then see where we are with the calories. Okay. So if you imagine meal 1, in your case, now it's going to be bread, seedless bread. Oh no, 1 slice of bread. An ingredient, search for what it is, eggs. So we're going 2 whole eggs. And when you're doing it with someone, obviously previously try and familiarize yourself with the meals and ingredients, which is up here, so you can see the whole database, what's in there. So when you do it with a person, you know what you can suggest to them. Okay. Okay, so 1 egg white. So that's your breakfast. Like, so vegetables, I'm not sure if you eat a lot of vegetables, like peppers, mushrooms, things could go well with the omelette. You don't have to count them, they're free. Okay, so the person can eat as much vegetables as they want.
Sweet.
Okay, so it's one less thing for them to worry about. So we have the shake, which you're having straight after training. Brain shake, perfect. Okay, and then we're going to add in the banana, which we're going to blend up. So here, I'm just going to put a note in saying blend the banana the shake, blend the banana, shake, and have it straight after training, and have it straight after. What type of training are you doing exactly?
Depends what day, but usually strength and conditioning. There's some HIIT training in there.
Ah, cool. Good. So blend and banana shake. Okay, sweet. And then we're having meal 2, which is, this is now in school. So this is what I suggested we have. So like the ala yogurt, and we're going to put in some dark chocolate. Do you like dark chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. So dark chocolate's a really good thing for the person to eat. Okay, it's very healthy. Don't think of it as chocolate. It's just basically fat. Okay, because it's mostly fat, nothing else. And obviously it's full of antioxidants, and it can actually help with satiety as well. So it's a good thing to give the person to change out maybe normal chocolate for dark chocolate. Okay, and then some Brazil nuts. Like Brazil nuts?
Yeah.
Cool. So Brazil nuts are really good, powerful food as well. They have a mineral in there that will help support thyroid function. Okay, so 3 a day is what you need. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 of these with the dark chocolate with the yogurt, and that should be a nice little snack for you to take in school. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then meal 3 is the sandwich. So let's see. Now we're gonna make this from scratch. So bread again. Bang, bang, bang. Let's see this bread. Okay, and 2 slices. Then what would you normally put in the sandwich?
Depends, but like ham and egg.
Ham.
Usually.
Perfect. Sliced ham, so probably 100 grams, a bit too much. Probably about 50 grams. Sure, 50 grams. So if you can see, I'm just changing the rations here. So 0.5 for by 100, 50 grams. Okay. And then an egg. A whole egg?
Oh, well, it's usually like egg mayo.
Egg mayo. Is that like, okay? So have you made that, or do you buy it?
Yeah, make it. It's like egg and mayo and salt and pepper.
Okay. So with the mayo, probably have to change it for maybe try and change it for light mayo. Okay. If not, if you don't like it, then what we have to do is give you some like calories, which you count, but you can eat for the full mayo. Okay, but you just have to count like the value of that
I
ration.
can just cut the mayo. I
Say
like
again?
eggs. I can cut the mayo. I like eggs, but I don't like calorie counting.
Oh,
Too complicated.
no worries. And then the evening meal. So here I'm going to give you some various options. Okay, so for you to know, if you click this, so when you receive your plan, you click this, and the plan's dynamic. So the system will search for a meal that's close to your macronutrients. Okay. So if you get bored of something, or the clients get bored of something, they can just pinch this, and it'll give them another option.
Okay.
Okay. But when I'm explaining like the main meals to clients, let's just go pasta. So is turkey and pasta, like pasta is something you eat, or not really?
Not turkey. Turkey's quite hard to get here, but
Okay. So what?
chicken and pasta. I love pasta.
All right, perfect. So we keep the pasta. So what I explain to people, so the protein, so obviously this is turkey, and you said turkey's quite hard to get, but the protein of each meal can be changed for whatever you like. So
Cool.
you know, it's turkey, it could be salmon, it could be tuna, it could be chicken, it could be beef, it could be pork, whatever you want to eat, but just keep the grams the same.
Cool.
Okay. So then if you imagine when the person gets their plan and you explain this to them, this one meal option now turns into about 10 options, because they can have steak and sweet potato, they can have chicken and sweet potato, they can add vegetables, whatever they want. And then it's like one option becomes a lot of options. So they shouldn't need to be asking for different options a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously they also have the ability to change something themselves.
Yeah.
But my advice always is try and be strict as you can for the first 2 weeks, and then when they see you, then they can ask some questions, etc. Okay.
Okay.
So another rice was another one. So just search rice here, and then the meal options will come up. So rice, mincemeat, chicken breast, put chicken in there. Okay, vegetables. Okay, perfect. So the same will apply. So even though it says chicken breast and white rice, it can be chicken, it could be turkey and white rice, beef and white rice, etc., etc. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once you've done that, which is basically, we've gone through everything, we filled in what we want to fill in. We just refer back to the top of this now. So as you can see, we've got too many calories for the plan. Okay, so we have to take some things away. So let's go down underneath. Let's see what we can do with the sandwich. So what we'll do is, if we take away this option, and we just keep this like a lean dinner, which I'll explain to you. So we just put chicken in there. Right. So we'll go 150 grams of chicken. Where's that just now? Plus 99 still. One slice of toast.
Cut the sandwich out.
The sandwich, or what? We need to cut it all out. So we'll cut one piece of bread out, okay? Because of these, the bread I've got in here is quite a hefty bit of bread. It's like 100 calories per. But you can buy maybe the thin bread, which is only 100 calories per two things. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Perfect. So that's about right now. So if you go back to top, now we're within the plan. Okay. So basically, in the evening, you're gonna have to have like a lean meal. Okay. So I would suggest starting off with this, and maybe every third day you can stick in maybe some pasta or some rice or something like that. Okay. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Sky, and that's it. So one thing that I'd like to explain to you as well, is that so there's a space for free calories. So what I would normally give someone as well, which I'm going to give you as well. Okay, so even though the diet's sort of been maxed out, like we don't have much calories left, I'm going to give you an additional 200 calories. Okay. So these 200 calories are for you to choose whatever food you want to put on top of the diet. Okay, so if you want to add in another piece of bread, which we just took away, you can add it in. If you want to eat some more dark chocolate or a glass of wine, you can have it. Okay, but you can't. You just have to start trying counting the value of that food. Okay. That helps you sort of start getting the knowledge of what food has what calories, and then you'll be able to control things a lot better in future.
Okay then.
Okay.
Cool.
Have you read the macronutrient guide or not?
No, but I will.
Yeah, read it, because it just gives you, it's like only 3 pages, but it gives you everything, like these little tips, and explains a bit more in detail why we do it, and etc. And it has a lot of examples of the calories as well, of things. So like a glass of wine, a beer, some like tortilla chips, chocolate, things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, Sky. Okay. And obviously here you've got your estimated minimum water intake as well. So 2.5 liters. Okay. So if you don't, if you're not that great at keeping control of it, the best thing to do is buy like bottles of water like this, and then you know yourself, okay, this is 2 liters. I've drunk 2 liters today.
Yeah.
Okay, Sky.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome. I'm going to keep recording now and to show you sort of the process after you've done the consultation, how to save the plan and send it to the person, so you can have that reference as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, Sky. Thanks for your time, and we'll be in touch. Well, in probably about a week or so.
Cool.
Okay. Any questions? Just let me know. I'll put my WhatsApp in there as well. So if you need to talk to me a bit quicker rather than emails, that's fine as well.
Perfect.
Okay, Sky.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.